Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Mono Black Midrange. So, my favorite character from The Simpsons is Homer, because he's funny, but also because he tried to broccoli again. That's what I'm gonna do. Last time, I tried to play Mono Black Midrange, and I got 0-7 or 0-8, and I got really frustrated, and I just scrapped that whole video, that whole deck. But I'm gonna try it again because, you know, I'm a sucker for getting beat up. So I'm gonna try a different version, but this time with board wipes. Last deck that I tried had no board wipes and it was not good. So let's look at this new deck that I found on Magic Arena, Magic Online. I don't remember where I found it, but I have the deck list now. It is a pretty interesting deck. So it is a mid-range deck. It has a lot of tempo cards, but if you look at the land base, it's actually crazy. So let's just look at the whole deck list. In the early game, we got 3 cut downs, right? I got 3 cut downs, 2 Go for the Throw, 2 Sheoldred's Edict, and then 1 Depth to Kami. Not necessarily just early game, but these are all the removal in the deck that are directly singular in its nature. So that is very important because we need a lot of singular removal in the current meta game against the aggros, but also against the mid-range cards. And then in the creature tempo, we got 1 mana, we got 4 Evolved Sleeper. In the 2 mana, we got 2 Tenacious Underdog. In the 3 mana, 4 Graveyard Trespasser. It's always my favorite deck if it has 4 Graveyard Trespasser. I just love Graveyard Hate on a warded body. It's just such a hard to kind of deal with card. And then we have, let's see here, 3, and a 4-drop, 3 Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, and then 2 Phyrexian Obliterator. That's always good against Mono Red because they don't know what to do against that. And this puts them on a clock real fast. And then we have 5-drop to Sheoldred. This is also a very good sort of menacing creature that also gets rid of our opponent's creature or planeswalker. And it's always non-token, which is important because they can't just flood the board with tokens and hope that that can protect them against a Sheoldred. So those are our creatures or singular creatures. And then we have, of course, the Planeswalkers. Planeswalker is just 3 Liliana and then 1 Sorin. It's not a heavy Planeswalker package, which is what I like because in Mono Black, a lot of times we're going to be fighting from the middle or from behind. And having Planeswalkers only a win more card is not very good unless we're a super control-y style of deck. Then we have some other cards that go into the miscellaneous category. So we got Life of Toshiro Umezawa, 4 off. I think Life is a forgotten great card because it kills so many things, right? -1/-1 kills so many things. +2/+2 kills, gets a lot of buffs on our creatures that we could use to push, and also gain 2 life against red, which is very important. Now, the -1/-1 also has a hidden ability that a lot of people forget, which is that we get -1/-1 on a bigger creature, and then that could be cut down. So that's also something that I've noticed whenever I play life in the past. And then we have 1 Invasion of Innistrad. So the Deluge of the Dead, the backside, really probably doesn't matter as much. But this is a front side 4 mana, -13/-13, which means we can remove almost anything. But on the backside, we do get almost infinite zombies. Just kind of exile cards from graveyard and then get zombies. So that's not bad. And then we have 2 Gix Command for that larger sort of board wipe if we need it. We also have +1/+1 lifelink if we need it. We can return creatures back from the graveyard if we need it. And then we can make our opponent sacrifice their biggest creature if we need it. So the Gix Command is probably one of the best commands in the standard. Well, not probably, definitely one of the best. Definitely the best command. That's what I meant to say, in standard. The other commands are just pale in comparison, and they're just so awful. The only thing that I think can match is maybe Titania's command if you really like green, but all the other commands are just, what are they doing? Alright, so then the land base is where it goes crazy. I'm not even going to show you the number of lands because you can count them here. 23 swamps, 1 Takenuma. We have no man lands, we have no Field of Ruin, we have no Mirix, none of those. And I do think that it's important because Mirix is for a slower, control-y style deck, which this deck is not, it's mid-range. And then man lands is for aggressive decks, which this deck is not, because we're not aggressive, we're mid-range. And then the fields, the Field of Ruin, the Desolation fields, those are for killing man lands. We don't need that because we're Mono Black. We're full of removal. But if you want to be safe, you can definitely cut a swamp or 2 to put into 1 or 2 fields. But I think that's it, because you have to think about the number of black pips this deck will demand. Especially with cards like Phyrexian Obliterator that requires 4 black pips. If you're you know, on turn 4, you have 3 swamps and 1 Field of Ruin, you can't play it. So that's something to be a little bit careful of, and that's why I think this deck is just swamps. Just swamps, mono black. And also, this deck, I think, is very easy to play. Maybe let's go find out, right? So let's go and try out this deck. I do love me a mono black. So, if I get 0-7 kicked out of tournament today, I will probably still upload the video, I think. We'll see. But I really like this style of deck. It's not the strongest. Definitely not the strongest. But against Green Power Ranger, I think we have a chance, right? I mean, come on, they're green. That's the definition of new. Alright, let's get an Evolved Sleeper out. I do think sometimes, though, I play a little bit fast. You lie. That's not green. I mean, I guess there's some little forest there. But you lie. Do we attack? Yeah. I'm not blocking anything. Anything he plays is going to be stronger than a 2-2, so not blocking anything. Felded. So big. So strong. Powerful Felded. Get out of here. Alright. Now not going to play Lily into a thing that can attack it, so let's evolve our Sleeper. I can block with a 3-3, so let's hold on to whatever he has. See, 4 swamps exactly, and I'm gonna need that. Oh, you're attacking. What if I block? Do you have buffs? You gotta have buffs. You're just gonna let it die? Okay. Great player. Green Power Ranger. I told you they're green. They don't stand a chance. Also, I think it's a good time to talk about the green color in Standard, which is pretty sad. I think green is the most played color in Commander, but it's the least played color in Standard because they have not been helping green. Green is just so bad. You think about what are the signature cards in any color. White is Thalia, aggro, right? Blue is Jace, Mill. Red is, or black is Sheoldred, which is, oh my god, so broken. Alright, one goes first, so we can keep this hand. We got 2 Sleeper, 1 Removal, and Trespasser. It's not great, but I'm gonna keep it. Oh, another red deck. Well, what do you know? Alright, I'm gonna hold on to cut down here. I might be able to cut something down. Nope, can't cut anything down. Alright, if that's the case, let's evolve our Sleeper. What was I saying? So red is Lightning Bolt, just killing me fast. Okay, Vampire. We'll grow this. Their Field of Ruin actually won't be able to get anything, which is fun. Do I want to kill their Preacher? If their Preacher attacks, they get both things, right? So if I attack them, they'll get a Vampire. And also it's Death Touch, so that's kind of annoying. Alright. I don't want to go for the throw here and they just play a Sheoldred. But I feel like the Preacher is going to give them so much value. Oh, this feels bad. Right? I don't know how to answer the Preacher. If I let him have it, he gets a Vampire and he attacks me? That feels bad. Yeah, let's just attack. Maybe we'll trade. Nope. I guess I could hold on to go for the door until they attack, but okay, no Sheoldred this turn. Black Cliff Cleaves. I know how it feels, man. Drawing your slow land on your or fast land on your slow turn, but those sleeves you deserve to lose. Jeez, so ugly. All right, what can he play? Should I just grow my cards? Let me just grow this. Do they have removal? Oh, they have something. They have something stick, right? Oh, that kind of stick. Okay, I can't grow it out of the trumpeting Carnosaur range, but you know what I can do is take that out of your graveyard just to try to reanimate. Alright. Want to Gix command me? Oh, Gix verdict? I think it's Gix verdict. Yeah, you want to Gix verdict me? Look, I might have creatures. Okay, that is real bad for me. But hey, you know what? Nice top deck. Time to start blitzing. I could have played on the battlefield there, but that would have been pretty bad because it doesn't do much. There's that. Gix verdict. Oh, look, you won my hand. Sorry, I got nothing. Just start blitzing them. They have nothing to reanimate. I have a land to play next turn. I got Sheoldred's Verdict. Whatever they play, I can kill it. And they can search out a pretty scary card, but I'm not actually sure what I can do. I guess if I top deck a Graveyard Trespasser, that would help the most. Gix command definitely won't give me a Graveyard Trespasser back, so that is worrisome. Oh, it will, but I can't play it, right? It's 5 mana. I have right now I have 6. I'll have 7 mana next turn. So I guess he's getting the Carnosaur. Oh boy. Okay, I guess he won't see this coming. So let's get a doggy. You want to take the 3? There's the Carnosaur. Yes, kill it. That is a scary reanimator. It would be a shame if someone Graveyard Trespassed into you. Heck, it was nice. Not enjoying your reanimating. My Graveyard Trespasser. Whatever can I do? A tally. What can I get with a tally? On my side, oh, I guess Trespasser and a Preacher. Hey, that's real good. That is real good. So, I can make him... Well, how can I do this? I can cut down the Underdog, right? And then I can make him sack their biggest. I think it's lethal. I just got to make sure that this is working out correctly. So cut that down first. Alright, and then now, destroy each creature with power 2 or less, and you sacrifice the biggest. And then I can make him sacrifice a non-token creature here. And then we'll attack. Not enough, but it's something, right? We get rid of that, he goes down to 1. So, any next Graveyard Trespasser ping will kill him. Scar card. What's his plan? Preacher. Alright, good game. Liliana. Sack a creature.
Enough with the mysteries. Sacrifices must be
that's
made.
not a bad deck, but Graveyard Trespasser eats reanimated decks for breakfast. I guess I didn't need to... No, I didn't need to kill all creatures with power 2 or less, because he had a Preacher, and that was Death Touch. I don't want him to get his Death Touch all over my card. I guess, okay, a small change I might have played is I would have cast Sheoldred's Edict before I cast Gix Command, just to make him sack a creature. If he sack his Preacher, then I cast Gix Command. I might just get the buff to get lifelink. Actually not, that probably wouldn't. wouldn't make any sense. We're gonna go first with 2 life. Yep. The card that's really good on the draw, because I expect to be on the draw all the time. Except now we're on the play. Tranquil Cove. You would just gain life? That's not value. But then against Tranquil Cove, which is probably a reanimating, or not reanimating, but probably a mill deck, I don't think this is going to do much. Yep, no place. They do have a get lost, I think. That's why there's stick. This is a horrendous matchup for us, by the way, because we don't have any good tempo cards, especially all these removal against control. We're just kind of in the back seat here, dying. So he's probably gonna remove the memory. Should I play another memory? I have a lot of removal in my hand. The Sheoldred would just come in and die, so I don't want to just throw that out there. But against control, I don't actually know what I can do unless I get like early game Liliana on them, which I didn't. No, all the removal. I think I'm just gonna gain alive. Pumping the memory, I don't know if it matters because it's definitely just gonna die. A Wandering Emperor.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Our opponent is not a good player, by the way. I would not do that.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
They can do whatever they want. I'm sure they have removal, so even if they're not a good player, I don't know if we have a chance. This is just basically a hard counter to our deck. Alright, there goes our Sheoldred.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
At least we can throw threats one at a time, one per turn, but I don't know if that matters too much. If we keep drawing these kind of threats, we might have a chance, but we don't have that many of these threats, and they have a lot of cards in their hand. So, yeah. If they have a Sunfall or something, I'm just gonna quit here. That is GG, right? When that happens. Let's cut that down. Kill his Emperor? Maybe he has another Emperor? Ah, yeah.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
There goes the Obliterator.
My judgment is fine.
I don't even want to eat my own graveyard, honestly. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna drag it out a little bit longer, but it's the mill deck. That's interesting. Temporary Lockdown. That's a real good card against this deck. I don't know why you tossed it. I have a lot of 1 and 2 drops. Sunset Reverie.
Remember your training.
Alright, we can throw away these cut downs. They're not doing much. Let's see if our opponent knows what he's doing. Because I think the best thing I should do right now is remove the other one. That way I can kill the Emperor. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Kill the Emperor. Remove your mending.
Until next
I'm gonna hold on to the sleeper though. Another mending. Is he gonna start milling me? Because it's scary to get milled, but don't forget, we have a lot of underdogs, and if he mills our underdog, we're just getting free value. Celestis is real good for him. That's extra mana. And I basically have to play a card every turn now, just so that I don't get caught by the extra mana. He's doing something. Is it third Emperor time? Take out the mending, unless you want to mend right now. He does want to mend right now. He's just tossing his lands. He's got a lot of life though. I have to play the sleeper or the Celestis flips. So I do it, but I don't want to because now I'm just really feeding his board wipe. He's not board wiping? Let's see if he wants to kill the sleeper. He doesn't even... Oh my god, what is he playing? I don't understand this. Alright, well... It would not make any sense to not go all in, so time to go all in. Take out the Emperor. I don't think he has anything to bring back the lockdown, so... depopulate. Do I have anything in my graveyard that... Oh, I have a Sheoldred. I don't want to eat the Sheoldred. And it's nighttime, so I'm not going to play any spells. Memory Deluge. That's real good. I guess you can flip the Deluge on the backside of that. Here comes the Sunfall. Yes. Do I draw a card here? He gets a 3/3. But I think I still want to draw a card. No, that's not a draw. I can just make it another Phyrexian again. It's not going to be very good. So I lost my Trespasser, but I have my Sheoldred. I'm going to play the Obliterator here, because the Sheoldred does not make him sack anything yet. I mean, honestly, I don't think he'll ever make him sack anything, but... It looks like we got lost. How many does it cost? I need 10 mana for this. And then what? Each opponent, target creature? No. Even with all of that, I don't think it's going to help too much. Hand's probably full of removal now. Like I said, blue-white is probably the crux of our deck. Crux? Is he crutch? He's gonna kill us. That's all I'm trying to say. That's a good card. Forces him to do something. He's probably gonna Memory Deluge this turn though. Yeah. It's a weird deck because I haven't seen any mill cards yet. Maybe he's just holding on to them. Maybe we'll play Jace. After all that, he's still at 20, by the way, so we're not dealing any damage to him either. I want him to play Jace and plus on my Sheoldred, but he won't do it. That's interesting. Does he want to hardcast that right now? I mean, yeah, that's half my deck, but I got underdogs and stuff. I have 20. I don't think he can mill me out next turn. But I can't deal 18 damage to him in one turn either. I can try. I definitely can try, but I don't think there's 18 damage coming up in a turn here. So... if he Jace me twice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If he Jace me twice, I will die. So, can I stop the second Jace? I don't think I have anything that stops the second Jace. I deal 2 damage, 2 more damage with this. Tenacious Underdog, I can draw... Oh well, I mean, if he mills me to death, at least it's a quick death. backside even do? Destroy creature or planeswalker, mill 3 card, put all creature in the graveyard. Yeah, none of those are even that useful. So, not gonna happen. There's first case. Okay.
Kapask. Imasahak.
Yeah, what?
The knowledge we have, nothing could be more vulnerable.
Where's my other underdog? Yeah, you got it.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
He was not playing it well, but at least he got the win. No, Mill's not fun to play against, obviously. And we did not draw any of our counter Mill deck cards. We draw one Graveyard Trespasser. Not in the best time, but we did draw one. There's 3 Lilianas in the deck that fights that deck pretty well. We did not get it. And there's also the Deluge, which is the Invasion of Innistrad. That's probably the best card to draw, but obviously it's just the one-off, right? It's not the one playing we have in our Azorius Mentor deck. We'll never draw this. Anywho, let me try one more game. Today, at least, it was not just a blowout. Dokadaki. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna get burnt out now. Right. We gotta go first? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so we got cut down into Sleeper, into Sheoldred. So, if we're going first, I'm gonna play the Sleeper. If we get to play at all. My thought process is, if we're going first, right, if I play the Sleeper, next turn I can grow it and then have a cut down. Whereas if I just play or just hold on to the cut down, hoping that he drops a turn 1 play and he plays Kumano, I lose that 1 mana, which might be very important in the early games. So that's why if he plays any other 1 drop, I can't block, and it's actually I lose 1 damage, 1 life because of that. And that's the downside. Whereas in losing 1 mana might be game losing. I mean, we have 3 lands, right? So we definitely need to draw land number 4 to have a fighting chance, but we have 3 turns to draw it. Oh, not... Okay, all that thought process goes out the window since our opponent is not red. I mean, come on. I saw that face, I just thought it was a mono red. Life? Alright, well... Didn't feel any stick there, so let's make it 3-3. There's a stick somewhere. I'm feeling a stick somewhere. All of a sudden, now that I have a 3-3, which is weird. Esper control? Esper something. Play your Rafine so I know what kind of Esper you are. Chandra's avatar. I did say hi already. Oh, that's real bad, not drawing a land here, so... Do I want to try to draw a land? Or hold up my removal? It could be an Esper... I mean, we draw a card anyways, right? And what kind of removal can we have? Nah, that's fine. I feel like not drawing land number 4 here is the most painful thing. Alright, get lost. I still draw a card, I think. Yeah. Good, good, good. Still get my land play. Oh, that was risky. They don't have a land. No land, 3 mana. If we Liliana here, would he just counter it? I mean, if we Sheoldred here, he'll definitely counter it, right? So, if we life here, he can't actually counter it. But, so far he played Get Lost in a bunch of these. So, I don't know. I actually don't know what I should play here. I feel like Sheoldred is probably the best bet, but it'll probably just get countered and then I'll cry. Liliana's real good, but it will get countered by Make This Appear. I just need another land for Liliana, right? So, if that's the case, do we hold back a turn though? Or do we just force out his counter spells? Dissipate. Well, that's a different kind of counterspell, but it is a counterspell. Why do people like these sleeves? They're so ugly. Oh my. I'm salty about that. Alright, quick study. Quick study into a land. Well, will he have anything to fight against Sheoldred? I could play Evolve Sleeper and have him fight that. But Sheoldred is a lot bigger threat. Evolve Sleeper helps me use the map tokens though. I do want to use my map tokens. Debt to Kami. Yeah. I like it, but not right now. I need the lands. I'm playing on 4 lands here. Liliana's real good. Liliana's real good. I can't not hold on to a Liliana. He has to get rid of Liliana, right? So that has to be what he's thinking. What does the Reef do? It's a black shark, so with Death Touch. Memory Deluge. Alright, our opponent is gutsy. I think he thinks I'm playing Liliana next turn. But I'm not. Yep. I saw that coming. But I had to do it there, because now I can Liliana.
A fight? And you think you can win? I'm tired of your secrets.
Maybe he'll turn the Reef live on me? Try to cut it down. It happened. Okay, what are we tossing here? The life? What can I even bring back? 2 Evolved Sleepers. That's not very good. So, yeah, I'll toss the life. I don't think it's that useful against this deck.
Drop it.
It is a mill deck. Another mill deck. Now it's a Esper mill. I was hoping not to fight another mill deck, because this deck does not do well against mill. We did get him into a way worse position than last deck, but freaking red avatar here. Draw 3 cards. Or draw 2 cards. Well, he draws another card next turn. That's a lot of cards he drew. He has to remove the Sleeper and Liliana. Well, yeah, that's got to be on his mind. Probably can't do it though. 1 mana cut down. Virtue. Oh, I can't buff out of a Virtue, right? So it's dead. You got it. Plus into losing another life. And then we have nothing on board. Feels bad.
I'm tired of your secrets.
The life really is not targeting anything. If he has a get lost, I just lose, I think. Another Memory Deluge. All that is real bad. I gotta say, all that is really putting me in a corner here. Maybe he's thinking about the Reef. He's playing the Celestus. He has a Voyren. Ah, alright. has a Void
Knew
Rend.
this
He
was
is
a
at
waste of
8.
time.
And what can I draw here? A land. Now I draw lands. Alright, so I think that's game. We did not draw any good cards here, and he has a lot of cards on the backside, so we don't stand a chance. That's GG. Alright, Mono Black is not a bad deck. And Liliana, you can see, does put him on a back foot a lot. They have to fight back from Liliana. What I needed from that deck, well, from this deck, that game, was my Underdog. Underdogs are what's going to push him out because that forces them to answer. And while they're answering Underdog, Liliana's sticking up, right? So we didn't draw that. We draw Gix Command, which is not great. And that's why we lost that game. Anyways, that's our Mono Black deck. I do think it's a pretty cool deck. I think it's good against almost all decks in the format other than Mill. And it's kind of like, what deck is good against Mill other than Mono Red? And just try to aggro them. And nobody likes playing that deck, honestly. Or I don't like playing that deck. Nobody I've known and I've seen likes either playing Mono Red or playing against Mono Red. So other than that, I'm not sure how to fight Mill. This deck definitely does not fight Mill, right? Normally, I think Temple decks have a good fight against Mill. The problem with this Temple deck is it's very hefty in the removal side, right? Things like Cut Down, things like Go for the Throw, Life, none of these do anything against Mill deck, and then that's why against those decks, we have all these dead draws that just push us out of the game. Unfortunate, but that is what happens. So when you tech against every other deck, the one deck that techs against you will win. But other than that, this deck is still fun to play. Overall, it's not a bad deck to kind of enjoy the games and the matchups in the longer run. Yeah, that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.